Excuse me. First of all, I want to say greetings. This is Ethical Odysseus again. Welcome back to our forum. I want to say thank you so much for joining me in this momentous occasion. I wanted to say greetings from Equatorial Civilization Council, greetings from Equatorial Civilization Council in diaspora to all my fellow Equatorian brothers and sisters, revolutionary brothers and sisters. Greeting in the name of justice, accountability, and equal rights. Greeting in the name of Equatorian nationalism. In the name of unity and our people struggle and hope and new future for New Equatoria. I just want to get started with, as you see the title I've wrote. Yes, Brother Shaul, welcome. You got the link. If you wanted to join in, you can come in through. Today I'm talking about opportunists, and in Arabic it's called الانتهازيين. And as you read the title over there, the topic is intihaziyin, and the difference between heroes and opportunists is the timing standing between us. And they don't stand for justice, but they stand only for what it benefit them or suit them, convene to them that they will come and take action. Why I say this? Why did I say about opportunist? I know a lot of people ask question why you talked about that word opportunist and intihaziyin. Today we're living in a difficult moment in the history of Equatoria, and as a lot of you guys know, that we are facing the most difficult moment, that our Equatorial land has been occupied and taken away from us by those who wanted to see us being displaced. And unfortunately, people who, when we talk about Equatoria, some of them, they act like they don't care about it, but in reality, they're silent. They keep themselves quiet. They don't want to, talk about it because they're afraid that the other person that they talk to, the one who's oppressing his people, will be offended. But in reality, are you serious? لما نحن نتكلم عن حقيقة ده بيخليك تكون offended وبالتالي تكون more proud إنه في ناس قاعدين يتكلم عن حق بتاع أرض بتاع إيكاتوريا. لكن للأسف they don't come to that idea. They look at it as a bad thing to speak about. And why I said I saw a lot of things going on recently. And it's really sad because when I started talking about Equatorial land with our brothers and sisters who are talking what they need, some people felt like who are we to talk about it? I said, okay, who am I? I'm an Equatorian. I lived in foreign land for many years. I wanted to go back home, and I felt to go back home you have to take action, and taking action, that means you do whatever necessary need to be done so you can go and get your people together so you can bring solution. That's the reason why we stood up. It is nothing different, nothing that would look different on that, but apparently some people, they didn't see it that way. They saw that what we say is more about we don't have any back in our side, but truly they're wrong. We do have. So let me just get to the point here. We faced some difficulties from some of these guys who pretend that they are, for Equatorians, and then later we see their faces in reality that they're not playing right. And then for us, those who are standing up and doing whatever it takes, if it's contribution, action, or whatever, we have gone so far on making a difference and changes. So we look forward to making differences by not, bragging about ourselves, but by helping others to change the situation. So, and I say this because we have been so many difficulties. يعني وصلنا لمراحل صعبة. الشعب بتاعنا قبلك, I was talking to someone. He talked to me from back home. He was telling me that there is so many difficulties that right now Equatorians بيقوا ما عارفين ماشيين وين, because هم خلاص surrendered to the idea إنه ما يكون عندهم تاني, يعني خلاص هم accepted إنه this is the way how it's gonna be. كل زول بس يشوف مصلحته. لكن هل ده طريقة إن نوصل فوقه؟ It's supposed not to be like that. And that's why when we speak about our land, we have to be more serious on this, and we continue preaching our word to the others. اللي نسمع, اللي عندهم إحساس. اللي ما عنده إحساس خليه يلعب, خليه يعمل نفسه هو بيعرف. But trust me, التاريخ هيكون ضده. History will be against them tomorrow. because what they're doing is not going to help them. Let them be sincere, honest to themselves, getting to what is need to be done. الهدف اللي احنا عاوزينه هو أراضينا يرجع، مواطنينا يلقى حقهم بدون أي استثناء للموضوع. Welcome brother CJ. You hear me? Hello? Alright.
I have the line.
Yeah. Thank you. So anyway, and brother Shaul Williams, you can join me if you want to. Anyone wanted to come in later, I can bring him in. So yeah, الموضوع زي ما أنا قاعد نتكلم إنه opportunists they are playing really bad cards, and then the Equatorians are the one who are paying price. خاصة لما نحن بنشوف الوضع اللي ناسنا قاعدين في مخيمات. Our people are suffering. في ناس قاعدين تحت هناك خلاص they gave up hope، يعني فقدوا الأمل صراحة. فقدوا الأمل لأنه السبب الأساسي because ما في قائد قادر يقوده، أو ما في زول بيتكلم باسم تاع حق. كل زول قاعد يتكلم باسم تاع سياسة وسياسات وهمية وسياسات ما بتقدمنا لقدام. فإحنا وصلنا لمرحلة ما فوقه أي أمل. ده من خلال الناحية بتاعهم لما هم بيتكلموا معك. And I hear their depressed voices. The people are giving up. Even أطفالهم بقى يتربوا عارفين ما في تعليم، ما في تقدم، وخلاص حياتهم كده. والدولة اللي قاعدين يقولوا دولة جنوب السودان، الدولة ده مبنية على الظلم، مبنية على قبلية، مبنية على الجهل، مبنية على نظام غير صحيح. نظام ذاته ما بيدخل في العقل. نظام بيتكلم عن إنه إحنا جنوب السودان، لكن في النهاية داخليا تجي تلقى إنه القبيلة واحد قبيلتين يوم ماسكين البلد، والقبيلتين الماسكين البلد اليوم مسلحين بكل يعني بكمية، يعني من أسنانهم تقول ده المسلحين، لدرجة أنهم بقى بيهددوا المواطن. والقبائل الصغار مهددين أكثر من القبائل الكبار، لأنه هم في حالة الانقراض اليوم. والانقراض ده جاي لأنه العالم كمان قاعد يتفرج. يعني بتلقى هسه إحنا كان في خواجة ظهر تلقى آلاف مننا ماشيين. كان قلنا في خواجة يجي في كنيسة اليوم ولا في منطقة، شوف جنوبين بيظهروا فوق كيف، لأنه إحنا بقينا ما عندنا حتى إيمان بأنفسنا. and that's the weakness, that's ضعفنا. يعني بقينا ما بنشوف حالنا إحنا كناس اللي نقدر نبني بلدنا. يلا نيجي نلقى تانين اللي بيفليب فلوب، اللي امبارح كان مع ده بعد شوي بيجي يقلب لده لأنه شاف مصلحة في حاجة هنا look good so he can benefit. يلا بقى بيستعرضوا إنه هم كأنه مفكرين سياسيين، مفكرين شنو، لكن في النهاية ضيعونا. نفس الأشخاص ده باعونا برا بثمن رخيص عشان هم يلقوا وظائف وهمية، لكن معظمهم ذاتهم ما لقوا وظائف كويس، يلقوا وظائف وهمية وفي النهاية طردوهم. وده الحقيقة اللي قاعد يحصل كل يوم في جنوب السودان. والمسكين المبهدل هو المواطن اللي قاعد في مخيمات اللي ما عنده فرصة. This is happening to us. وأراضينا خاصة في استوائية بقى يتشال، بقى يتسمى بأسامي تاع قبيلة أخرى ويقول لنا أنتوا من هنا. والكلام ده طبعا لما نتكلموا الظاهر في ناس قاعدين يقول احنا قاعدين نعيد نفس الكلام. ما قاعدين نعيده، الكلام ده واضح. البلد بقى في حالة صعبة. بكرة مصر الرئيس المصري جاي، وش اليوم يعني عندنا هنا لما يكون بالليل بيكون عندهم صباح. في أمريكا عندنا بالليل هيكون عندهم صباحا. الرئيس المصري جاي في جنوب السودان، وانت بتعرف الهدف بتاعه شنو كده. بس خد حاجة في راسك كويس كده، like observe it slowly. اخد بكل عقلية كده، حلله. الرئيس المصري ده جاي لشنو؟ بلد already فاشل. الإدارة إدارة بتاع يعني قتل ونهب واغتصاب وكل شيء. وصلوا المواطن الجنوبي إلى الشحدة، إلى المرحلة لما بقى خلاص استغنى عن حاجة اسمه أمل في الدنيا. الرئيس المصري جاي في سبب معين. قبل أيام شفنا واحدة مصرية جابوها اتكلمت عن موضوع كده إن هي سمسارة، وفي ناس كتير ناقضوا المرأة ده. فالمرأة المصرية ده هي عملت تجارة، المهم هي she's nobody anyway because هي only شغالة في أهداف معين. regardless who can famous or not famous, it doesn't matter to us because الموضوع الأكبر هو أرضنا، دولتنا، شعبنا. لكن للأسف هل الشعب الجنوبي ده ذاته كانوا فاهمين حالهم؟ هم بيعرفوا هل هم بيدركوا إنهم مواطنين تاع الدولة ده؟ no. لكننا شايفين الناس كله ماشيين انتماء قبلي. فإحنا كاستوائيين وقفنا قلنا إحنا استوائيين، إحنا من منطقة استوائية واقفين لأجل استوائية وحقوق استوائية. لأنه الماسك البلد اليوم ماسكه باسم تاع قبيلة، ما ماسكه باسم تاع وطنية. الوطنية ما موجود في جنوب السودان بوضوح، لكن في ناس ينكروا الكلام ده، في ناس ينجاملوا، في ناس يتفلسفوا فوقه فلسفة لدرجة لما تفكر هم الناس متعلمين، لكن ناس كانت وانت واجهتهم خطيتهم تحت المنظار تلقاهم ناس كلام فارغ، ناس عندهم نفاق، منافقين من أكبر المنافقين، ناس اللي قاعدين يوهموا الشعب الجنوبي إنه خليهم يفهموا حاجة تاني، لكن التحت الأصلي في تحت الموضوع في خطة كبيرة لتدمير الآخرين المساكين اللي معتمدين إنه في زول يقدر يحميهم. للأسف ما لقينا حاجة ده، ونيجي نلقى التاني ناس بيقوا زي بيقول شنو vultures بالإنجليزي. I don't remember what is vultures in Arabic. ديل الطيور اللي بياكل جثث ده. These vultures today are running around. Today they're playing politicians, playing ذو نفوس مهمة، بيجي يعملوا يتفلسفوا ويعملوا حالهم ناس معبري الفكر، معبري السياسة، لكن في النهاية تيجي تلقاهم ناس كلام فارغ because they don't even understand the meaning of what these people are going through. لأنه ما عندهم إحساس، لأنه كان عندهم إحساس ما بيقعدوا يتكبروا، مفترض ينقذوا أخوانهم، مفترض يقيفوا وقفة واحدة، مفترض يشوف أخوهم اللي قاعد يتكلم. أنا هنا لما قاعد نتكلم معاكم I'm not here to talk so you can like me, remember that, but it bothers me. بيضايقني شديد لما أشوف زول التاني بيجي يتعامل نفسه هو الأوعى في الوسط لكن ما قادر يبني. كم فرص جا في يدينهم and they sell us out cheap، باعونا برخيص قدام العالم. لما نيجي في اتفاقيات they sell us out, they put us under the bus زي ما بيقول الأمريكان، they throw us under the bus so الباص بيجي يركب في راسنا and we are dead. exactly حاجات الحاصل فإحنا وصلنا لمرحلة my brother Shaul اديتك اللينك you can come in so you can also come and participate in your point. فإحنا وصلنا لمرحلة يعني very very serious and critical. اليوم عندنا زي ما أنا قاعد نقول لأخواني استوائيين عندنا فاضل لنا 4 years for that woman Equatorial to have a chance عشان يقدر يكون عندهم مكانة في البلد ده أو يكون عندهم مكانة عشان يكونوا دولة. عشان نكونوا دولة يجب علينا إحنا نقيف وقفة واحدة، وقفة أخوة، وقفة بتاع ناس مواطنين. ما معناته نحن نقيف على أحزاب وأوهام سياسية اللي ما عنده أي فايدة. اليوم لقينا حالنا بيضيعونا ليل ونهار بأفكار وأوهام. بتشوفهم ياو بيجيبوا نفس العدو اللي بيجي بيستهترك undermine your right، بيجي بيتكلم I know. إحنا بنعرف في لغات بيتكلموها، لغات بيجيبوها كلغات شنو تاع التجميل مجاملة، but in reality they are playing a sinister role, a role of حرباية. بغير لونه اليوم بكرة لما نيجي ضغط بغير لونه للجهة الثاني، لكن الحقيقة ما بقول لك، الحقيقة بيخبوها في جوار الكلام اللي هم بيتكلموا فوقه. they will never tell you the truth, they will hide it because they know كانوا جابوا truth it will criticize them، بيناقضهم وبيناقض ذاته الفكرة اللي هم جايين به. هم عم بيزرعوا أفكار غير صحيحة عشان إحنا نضيع، واستوائية هو أكبر خاسر في الموضوع ده. إحنا عارفين إنه الوضع للأسف في جنوب السودان ما بيقدر يدينا لقدام، وإحنا كاستوائيين لو قاعدين نكونوا خاملين وما دارين نقيف لحقنا we will lose ourselves forever. We will lose our identity, our history, our culture, our land. ده الحقيقة. لكن انظر إلى المنافقين والمنتهزين والناس اللي بيقول لهم شنو opportunist, which is opportunist, those vultures coming in to play the role of they are the one who know better than anyone else. هم محللين، هم مفكرين، هم عندهم كان connection مع ناس الكبار. They know what is wrong in that country, but they talk about it as if they have understood it or they actually tried to do something. But in reality, they are lying to themselves and lying to the community and lying to destroy more, to bring us down. جابونا تحت. And every day we see the pain going on. والمسكين اللي قاعد في المخيمات ما حيرجع لأرضه تاني. القاعد في مخيمات يوغندا، كونغو، سنترال أفريقيا، كينيا، أثيوبيا ما هيرجع، حتى في خرطوم ما هيرجع. خليك بقى نحن اللي تربينا برا في دول أوروبية، the European countries or Middle Eastern countries، اتربينا لما يعني حسينا فعلا احنا ناقصين بحاجة. We are losing something. We have lost something very important. And what we lose? We lost our identity. Imagine أنا واحد من الناس مفترض أعرف لغة أجدادي، بتاع أجدادي من جهة يبيس ولا جهة يومس. I don't even know the language. Why? Because of the conflict, the condition, the environment اللي ودونا فوقه. لو احنا بنتكلم بتجامل وكبرياء وحاجات تلقى كل الناس بيجمع. لو بنشتم اليوم آلاف ناس يعني يشوفوا what we're talking about. But when we tell the truth, people are not afraid to come and face it. بيخبوا حالهم. How long are you going to be like that, my fellow Equatorians? How long are we going to be silent? How? And then you try to say انتوا ما قبليين. انتوا ما عندكم روح قبلي. Then ورونا برهن لنا انتوا ما عندكم روح قبلي. ورونا انتوا Equatorians. ورونا انتوا you standing up for your people. انتوا خاصة المتمتعين في الفرص. Those who have the chance, opportunities living in the West. It's disgusting when I see those who claim that they live in the West, but when they talk only for a particular person or only for a specific organization that does not even help the condition Equatorians are living in. انتوا ما قاعدين تساعدوا في وضع بتاع استوائيين عشان يتغير وضعهم. انتوا قاعدين تحملوا الاستوائيين لكن ده تكبروا انفسكم قدام المجتمع الاستوائي عشان توصلون لمرحلة التدمير. Destruction. This is you guys. The worst criminals are the ones who pretend they are trying to help us than those who do not act for our interest. Shame on you guys. Those who know themselves, shame on them. Because you know what is best. If you got the education, if you got the opportunity, if you got the blessings, help your people honestly and diligent. Don't pretend. Don't act like you know better than them. Unite them. Speak for them and do action. Don't only looking for your name and recognition. Some people say, oh, ده والله فلان ده عمل حاجات ممتاز, بنى حاجة, عمل حاجات. They don't like that because, and I could tell when I say those stuff, it hurt them to the point they begin to be feared. They're afraid even to come to listen to what I say because they will never accept what I speak. But I'm not afraid of that. I will continue speaking because I speak only for those back home, those who are suffering. Because when I hear the messages they send it to me, it really breaks my heart. Like sometimes I feel when I talk, it's not enough. But they say, no, continue. You're actually speaking to us. You're speaking for us and to us. And I said, I'm just one man. They say, no, you're not. You have a lot of brothers beside you and sisters. And I agree. I have brothers and sisters who encourage me. When I speak, I continue talking. And that's what gives me courage and strength. My heart breaks when I hear our brothers and sisters back home losing hope. Losing hope because they have nothing left. All they see is like death, misery, and pray to the Bible that they gave them. Say, you know what, maybe miracle will happen. Miracle will happen. What miracle? There is no miracle when your brothers are not there to help you. The brothers that got opportunity to come to the West and find a chance. And yet you see the pretenders, those who act like they are the most sophisticated among all. Like كأنهم بقى آلهة الدنيا. And they just got their PhD from some country and like أنت اللي جيت ذاته مدرسة بتستغرب. ده مدرسة ذاته ما بيساوي مدارس المهمين. It's not even prestigious colleges, but they pretend. And if they got a prestigious college, they got only for some specific subject or what do you call it? Yeah, I forgot the word subject. يعني مادات معينة خاصة كده in college, and it's not even big to make them brag about themselves. They did not even invent anything. They did not even come with a theory. ما جو بآراء كده, آراء بيقدر يهز العالم, بيهز الكرة الأرضية كله. They did not. But they act like they have all that knowledge. يلا هم عارفين السياسة ده جنوب السودان, الحل بتاعه شنو, والموضوع بتاعه شنو. عشان كده قاعدين بيتفلسفوا day and night, but they will never come to a solution because ما عندهم. because they are part of the problem instead of the solution, because they have no good heart to come and change the situation from within the ground. The grassroots, the what do you call the grassroots? The grassroots. What is the grassroots? If you ask them that question, they don't even know. They just twist the whole thing and make themselves look good for it. مشكلتنا أكبر. And I stand for Equatorial because this is where I come from, and I have to fight for Equatorial. Like they say, charity starts from home. Remember that. Those who try to condemn us, charity starts from home. It does not start in the other street. If your house is burning, like I said it several times, لو بيتك قد يحرق. Do you want to wait? Do you want to go and save your neighbor's house, or save your house so you can go ahead and save the next one? Everybody start with their own home. But you cannot jump to the other street and act like you are the son of that guy when your home father is dying here. وانا متأكد انتو كان هسه في واحد قاعد attack جناك ولا أمك ولا أبوك. You will fight for this person first before you came and fight for the other one, for the father of somebody else, or Janata Zoltani. Because they're natural. This is nature. We are born in that nature, and we need to be honest with ourselves in that nature. نكونوا صريحين مع أنفسنا، لأن إحنا نعمل نفسنا طيبين في وسط المجتمع، عاملين حالكم ناس شخصيات ممتازة، لكن في النهاية تقدروا تدمروا المجتمع بتاع إكواتوريا. اليوم لقينا مجتمع إكواتوريا في الغابات مبهدلين. أنا بشكر أخواتنا اللي قاموا بمهمة ما في يعني imagine، اللي بيتكلموا مثقفين متعلمين في وسط المجتمع الجنوبي أو المجتمع الاستوائي did not even come up with the initiative بقرار سريع عشان ينقذ المواطنين الجنوبيين. automatically أخذوا قرار مش قالوا نحن نساعد ناس ديل. حتى عندهم انتماء سياسي different، عندهم انتماء ديني different مختلف، لكنهم آمنوا إنه this is حاجة صحيح لازم يتعمل. هم أنقذوا الناس ده بأسرع وقت. هم ما عارفين بكرة جاي يكون كيف، لكن كان في طريقة عشان ينقذ الناس ده they are doing it. imagine، لأنه الفكرة اللي عندهم كان ده فكرة جاي من الأمومة، من الفكرة بتاع motherhood, sisterhood, brother, felt the pain and the sorrow, and they did. But what about those guys who are watching and always try to play philosophers, thinkers, analysts, all these nonsense? What are they doing? Wasting our minds with all these nonsense, making us even a mockery. I remember when I was watching some video, when they brought a guest, the lady was mocking the questioner. It made me kind of question, like, the woman mocking this guy, I would not be appeasing her. I would put her in a tough question. ما بيجامل زول كان في حاجة غلط I have to speak. الموضوع لما تاخد سؤال سخن لزول تاني انت شايفه غلطان ما معناته تقدر تكره زول ده، لكن تقدر تواجهه على الحقيقة. خليه يكرهك هو لكن انت ما تكرهه. Let's give example. اللي بيعرف مسيحيين، يسوع المسيح ليه صلبوه؟ كان الناس يسألوا السؤال صلبانته يسوع. Why did they crucify Jesus? Because Jesus did not come and sweet talk anyone. He comes and tell it straight as it is. Even he put it in parable. وكان بخطه بألغاز كمان. خليك بقى من الناس بخطه بألغاز وبخطه بنقاط very قوي لدرجة حتى العارف حاله بيعرف انه غلطان في محل he know. لما هم قاعدين يتعقدوا لدرجة لما الفريسيين طلعوا، وطبعا هم قاعدين يتكبروا في المجتمع الإسرائيلي، هم أحسن المتعلمين، هم بيعرفوا الدين، هم بيعرفوا الفكرة السياسية تاع البلد، هم بيعرفوا موضوع إسرائيل شنو، وهم قاعدين في تحت العبودية تاع روما under the slavery of Rome, and they were living in the Roman occupation. Jesus came there and spoke the truth to everyone, challenging the Romans, challenging the Jews, challenging even those Pharisees and those I forgot the name, the Scariates, whatever they call them, those guys. And then at the end, those guys said the big people, what they call them, Ashab al-Nufus, they wanted to crucify him, and they did crucify him, but it took time for them to crucify him. لكن يسوع المسيح زي ما هو قال أنا allowed them to do that because عنده power to destroy them. لكن هو داري do it as humility. هو ملك العالم، هو داري يوري I am the servant. Even he showed it. He said the world don't go always retaliate aggressive. Sometimes you have to play a character اللي be influence people without even them knowing. Tomorrow they will come and join the same idea. Today we see it. Yesterday, when we talk about separation, today we see a lot of Equatorians begin to understand that. Those who even opposed it now begin to kind of get it to their mind. Separation is the only way for Equatoria to come up, because they felt like there is no way out. And it's true. So when you talk to people, you don't have to put yourself bigger than anyone. And the Bible is example to it. Jesus have exposed everything about those who want to act like they are the biggest guys, the biggest shot. At the end, they put them down, because say woe to those who show themselves they are bigger than anyone, because God will put them down at the end. And they say pride comes before fall. If you understand that word in English, pride comes before fall. Fall is mean your destruction. Today, Equatoria is a need for us. The people of Equatoria, those who live in the outside. Yesterday I spoke about the Thanksgiving, what Thanksgiving mean, and what's the sad irony of Thanksgiving, that USA was celebrating about Thanksgiving yesterday. It was a sad irony, because at the end, the guy who saved those Europeans, he's the same guy whose ancestors, whose tribe is extinct today. ما موجودين خلاص. قبائل دم انتهوا انقرضوا من الوجود. But the guy did something that later the Westerners even gave respect. But guess what? On what price? على ياتو نتيجة أو ياتو جائزة. What did he get? He was the last person in his tribe. And I don't think he ever married, because I never heard he got married and have kids. But the man died and he was over. He was the last of his tribe when he saw his tribe was extinct. And he was sold to Europe. Then he came back, fighting to come back. And then when he came back, he found out that his family gone. But this is the reality of what Equatoria is going to face if Inama took action. يعني كان نتكلم في أوهام بتاع سياسات الجنوب. ما في سياسة في جنوب السودان. المتكبرين والمؤمنين حالهم سياسيين محنكين في السياسة ما بيعرف. ما في سياسة، لأنه كان في سياسة في جنوب السودان ما كان انفصلنا من أصل نكون دولة جنوب السودان اليوم. كنا بقينا قوة اللي بيقدر يغير وضع في الشمال، وكنا قدرنا قوة اللي نقدر نخلي إفريقيا يكون شمال السودان يعترف بأنهم أفارقة وليسوا عرب. But we failed, and not us, but those so-called politicians, السياسيين المحنكين اللي قال محللي السياسيين. They failed so badly, and yet they still act up. They still come up and talk nonsense. You could see them. They go like كذا خواجة نادام جايين يجروا ورق في ورقة خواجة ده يوقع أي ورقة بس عند خواجة ده. حتى ذاته كان ياو Chinese بيجي هناك بديهم ورقة بوقعوا زي ما جانين. دولارات بيدولهم بس شحدة. دولة ما قادر يقف على حاله. دولة شحادة. دولة فوق corruption, murderers, killers. The worst elements in society موجود في جنوب السودان اليوم هم قاعدين يقودوا دولة جنوب السودان. They're the one who are running the country to destruction. والحقيقة الناس ما بيحبوها لأن الحقيقة مرة. And I continue to speak. Sometimes when I speak, I know people say, and yes, it frustrates others. Even frustrates me too, because I wish I could speak something positive, but there is no positive in that. But I'm positive with my people who understand that we need to come together and fight for what is ours. حقوقنا وين؟ حقوقنا هو لما نحن نجيب على المبدأ الصحيح والطريقة الصحيح. في موضوع إيكاتوريا ما في طرق زي ما بيقول في مثل قال عدة طرق يودي لروما. Many roads can lead to Rome. في إيكاتوريا there's no many roads to lead to Rome. It's only one road. And that road is Equatoria need to come together and stand for their land and their people so they can have that self-autonomy by any means necessary. That's exactly what it is. You can twist and switch and play games and all that. Those political opportunists, those opportunists who try to pretend they understand Equatoria issues, they will play, but they will never go nowhere because they will only sell us cheap. They are the reason why Equatoria is in this condition. They made a mistake before and they still continue making mistakes. And they with all the arrogance, they want to pretend they are the better knowledgeable people about Equatoria land. They think they know better than anyone else. And because they don't like what we say, they will never come around and listen. So we don't care. We don't want them to listen. It doesn't matter. It's good. Because the more they hate my word, the more I know my people understand back home what I'm talking about. And I appreciate those people who contact me from home, talking about what I'm doing, making a difference. Because those guys back home, they feel it. They lived it and they gave up hope. But I told them, don't ever give up hope, because if you give up hope, I'm giving up hope. Sometimes it frustrates me because sometimes I think about it, I go deep. It depresses every mind. If you really care about your people and you feel the condition that they're in, you will cry. It is not cowardness to cry for your people, but it's an honor, it's dignity, it's virtue when your tears comes out of your eyes for your own people. You have many questions. How can we do this? How can we solve it? And it's easy. The answer is there. But some people reject to listen. You know, the conditionally today Equatorian living in is not the condition supposed Equatorial to be in. لما وضع استوائية مفترض يكون فوقه. استوائية وضع بتاعهم كان يكون better than that. Our fathers and ancestors who came before us, when they left Equatorian depending on themselves, not on others. متعمدين يعني متعودين على أنفسهم. معتمدين على أنفسهم بمعنى. They depend on themselves with their heart and mind and soul and their community. They progressed that fast. That's why they stood against the Arab. Even they're the first people who criticized and called out that we are not Arab. We are Africans. That was the word that came from Equatorians. Today, Equatorian cannot even speak what is right and what is just today, especially those who call themselves Equatorian leaders. They are selling us cheap. And when I say that, some people get offended. Who are you trying to gossip muniani? They always say that. Who are you trying to say? You think whatever you want to think, but you know what is right and what is not right. So don't come and condemn me saying what I mean. If you are an Equatorian and you believe in Equatoria, stand for Equatorial land. Stand for Equatorian people. If you made a mistake, correct your mistake and apologize to them. I wish كان واني إيجاده عنده قلب تا إيكاتوريا كانوا بيركا زي ما هو قاعد يركا لدينكا كانوا بيركا علينا لإيكاتوريا بدل يركا لدينكا هناك كل ما دينكا يقتلوا بعضهم مع نوير he wanna go and bow down like كأنه هو يقتل نوير ونوير يقتل دينكا, you know, like هو يقتل نوير أو دينكا يلا. Then they see those people look at him in أسكير برسلوه هناك, and he's the one who's become a joke of it. You know, he lowered the stand of Equatorians. ويلا Equatorian تانا arrogant اللي قاعدين pretend they are Equatorian patriots. They can't even come and bow down when they make a mistake about it, what happened to Equatoria. They can't even bow down and say we are part of this mistake. لأنهم جزء من الخطأ الكبير اللي خلى استواء يقع تحت. And they still don't want to say it. لكن arrogance, they want to say أنا كنت هناك هاي وأنا كنت قاعد نحاول ونحاول. أنت قاعد تحاول شنو؟ أنت كنت قاعد تاخد بكشيش تاك بتدق لك أسكت بس أقعد تحت. You sit down. The crime and hypocrisy النفاق اللي عندكم له. And you hate when your brother come and talk. You can hate me as much. Even the day we're gonna meet God, when كلنا هنجيب في جوا محكمة ربنا في النهاية. But be aware for that day in the Jannat Gabal. You might not even see me, but the day when we meet, you will know who I am and you will know actually what's going on. But when people die, of course, this is the end of our life. Lakin die with dignity. Mood bekarama btak. Stand for your people. Be proud of what you're standing for. ما تكون مهزلة لأخوانك. Oh man, I can't go. I don't want to go far, but I'll give a chance to brother CJ. المهم زي ما أنا قاعد نقول مع أخواني الكرام وأخواتي اللي قاعدين يسمعوني, those who hear me, those who care and understand. أنا بشكركم from the bottom of my heart, for you guys are the real patriots of Equatoria, regardless how few we are. Because tomorrow will change, and I promise you this, because I'm not sleeping. I'm working my best to make a solution. We're gonna bring solution. اليوم احنا قاعدين, some people look at us, we're talking nonsense. احنا كلام, like let them wait and see. وفي كلام ده نذكره لهم, بيقول لهم الويل للضاحكين لأنهم يوم ما سيبكون. If you're laughing at a mockery and mocking someone because they are doing something for their people and you think we are joking, في دماء سفكت في الأرض بتاع إيكاتوريا عشان يشيلوا أراضيهم. بناتنا اغتصبوهم قاعدين يبكوا. أطفالنا قلعوهم بقوة. إحنا ما قاعد نجي نتكلم هنا ساكت. We have a purpose. إننا هدف واضح. And we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna save them. We're gonna bring their dignity back. لكن أنت اللي دار تناقض الحق, دار تكون ضدنا, ودار to play around, feeling that أنت بتقدر تتكلم better than anyone. You one day history, التاريخ هيكون ضدك. معنى التاريخ. between me and you إننا بنقابل قدام ربنا بعدين. That's all I'm gonna say, because God is gonna be the one who's gonna judge. But for us, those are gonna speak for the truth, continue. اللي عنده حقد، اللي عنده غيرة، اللي عنده كراهية, let them do it. Their time is numbered for them, and God will put them in shame, not us. I'm not preaching here, I'm just telling the truth, because كلنا بنعرف وين مصيرنا في الدنيا. لكن do something for your people. لو أنت قاعد تاكل مرتاح شبعان, help your brothers. Help your brothers back home. Imagine a brother قاعد call me, قاعد tell me في ناس ذاته ما قاعدين care about their own brother اللي من دمه في جنوب السودان هناك. قال أنت كده تشتغل. If there is a job, he will never even call you. He will never even call you and say, please brother, help me. But they are going through rough time. Not only that, they oppress them, they kill them, they abuse them. ناس هاوينا بقى ما عندهم حتى ما قاعد يدوم كرامة. احنا بقينا هنا قاعدين نخليهم. يلا الناس هنا فالحين كان في فنان ولا في أغنية ناس بيرقصوا رقص. But they don't even know that the pain الناس قاعدين فوقه. Sometimes I wonder, what is Africa all about? لما تشوف مناظر كتير زي ده. But احنا Equatoria, we are the key to everything in that country. وإحنا عندنا so many big potential. ربنا ادانا له حتى قاعد يورينا له every day, but إحنا قاعد نجهله. Because some people wanted to just play devil advocates, يجاملوا الشيطان لحد ما يدمروهم. يلا هو بيقول هنا أنا قاعد في أمريكا كان وأنا كان خريج ما يوم نفسه أنا مذكر تلقى واحد كان في قصة كده بيقول لنا قال تلقى واحد قاعد في دول عربية بيكون شغال طباخ كان ولا خدام ولا يعني لما نيجي في السودان ده يجي يفتش له مرة بيجي يتكبر قال ده مغترب ده جاي من الدولة العربية مغترب. يلا الناس هناك بيرفعوه أي زول ده يعزمه في بيت. Imagine this is the mentality اللي خلقوه فوقنا. They created on us. يلا تيجي تلقى لما بيجي يشيل المرة معاه للدول العربية يجي المرة يجي يصطدم يجي يلقى زول شغال طباخ لزول تعبان ليل ونهار من قلبه قد يجيف. Why? Because إحنا المجتمع بتاعنا بيكبر زول طباخ ولا يكبر حقيقة بتاع المنطقة اللي إحنا فوقه شنو. وافترض يقول لك أنا عارف إنك أنت شغال بمجهودك نشكرك أنت شغال دربت لكن كده ورينا أهدافك قدام لوين. What is your plan for the future؟ بدل بس ده تجي تقول لنا ده زوج جاي تشيل بيت تخوض هناك في الظروف كمان تجمع بس all the show بس عشان تكون ده عيال. It's good to have kids, not bad. لكن make sure when you have kids plan for their future. What I'm saying is that everything when you do plan it ahead. ما تقعدوا بس تتوهموا في أوهام. تيجي هناك لازم لما الناس يشكروك ويعظموك خلاص ده بقى زول. No. And that's one thing I want to tell my brothers and sisters. Do not even give me any thanks because me, I don't even exist. When I see my people now become a nation and our people become sovereign and they are safe and blessed, I'll be like anybody else. أنا حقيقي dream I want to be a farmer. That's it. I will be in my farm, in my ancestors' home, live my life. I don't care about anything else. The most important is I want to see that أنا عندي أرض بتاعي أنا بكون فخور به. كان في زول ده يجي يقتحم أرضي أنا fight back like 10,000 men. This is exactly what I want to do. So أنا ما دا نكتر نخلي brother CJ يتكلم and then also brother Shao لو أنت قاعد تسمعني تقول ده تجي أو I send you the link. ولو أي زول ده يجي أنا بديه the link. Yeah, I just I just want to remind you أنا كنت قبلك don't worry about it. I had some engagement going on earlier. I finished. So now I have time to speak. Inshallah, كان في ناس نيجي يتكلموا. I'll give you a chance. And I remember I told you I was occupied. Even tomorrow I have so much stuff going on. Like still, I'll try to find another time, either Sunday or Monday, whatever the day. I'll come and speak out again. وكان في شيء انت تتكلموا عنه, bring it up. And I want also those who encourage us to say thank you. شكرا لكم من كل قلبي because you guys are amazing. And you guys really care about Equatorial and you know what we're talking about and I appreciate you. وإنشاءالله نلقى one day Equatoria all will change like that, especially those who live in the West and those who have the chance to make a difference. You guys and join us so we can do something different. And وعايز أذكر كمان في موضوع ده قبل ما ندي my brother and other brothers who want to come in إنه إحنا I wanted to call for those who back in the مخيمات. Please brothers and sisters, انتوا لازم تجهدوا مجهودكم and fight for your land. Fight for your land. That means ما تكونوا خايفين. you know. بمعنى تاني أنا دايركم تعملوا هسه أنا قلت مظاهرات بتاع الشهر الجاي ده، الشهور الجاية what is it called اسم شنو يعني مظاهرات اللي أنا داير خليهم يعملوا في مخيمات عشان العالم يعرف إنه في مشكلة في استوائية، والناس ديل حيعيشوا. انتوا ما انتوا كم تقبلوا تكونوا في مخيمات ده للأفا then you don't have to come and protest. We're gonna protest again, but I want you guys now to start over there too عشان نخلي العالم. واحنا هنا while we working behind the scene, you guys there protesting. احنا هنا بنقدر الورقة بتاعنا و everything بتاعنا be get pushed faster. That's all I want to say. So let you guys stand up. I as already communicate they can find my link in Equatoria Free Forum or Ethica Odysseus in my profile, or Equatoria ECAD. The other one also can be found one of our other pages. Just go ahead and speak out. I mean, you can just talk to me. لو في شيء نتكلم وكده نقدر help. How can we help you? Because we want to help our people and we're gonna do it, make it happen. وانا بوعدكم we are gonna make it happen. ما في شيء مستحيل إلا لما نزول ما بيرجع من يغادر الدنيا ما بيرجع تاني. ف yes brother Shaul, I send you the link في messenger. Try to get through it please, because once you press it I will see you there, because I did take a link there and you can get it. I will try to send you the invite again so that way you can get there, because I could not call you right now because the messenger is acting up here. So please try to get in. واي زول ده يدخل في يدخل. فgo ahead brother CJ اتكلم اتفضل. CJ تسمعني؟
Hello.
Yes sir.
Yeah, I wonder, I didn't, excuse me. How, yeah, could you please remind me your topics one more time, please?
Our topic هو about the hip. Oh man. Okay, so you were not listening? What?
Yeah, I just came late. Sorry.
Alrighty. I've spoke about many things. I'll be honest. I spoke about many things, but I talked about those opportunists بقول شنو ده الانتهازيين.
Okay.
Yeah. وكيف أفكارهم ماشي غلط لحد إحنا هسه كاستوائيين وضعنا وضع ما ممتاز لدرجة إنه يعني في neglect في all this stuff. فأنت تعرف الوضع الانتهازيين دائما ما عندهم مبادئ أصلا. مبادئهم كله هي ماشية لمصالح بتاعهم الخاصة أو عشان يكونوا في شهرتهم او يلقوا الحاجه اللي عندهم، يعني الغريزه اللي هم دايرين be satisfied with, like you know. لكن ما عندهم اي هدف واضح كده لحمايه وحقوق الناس. يعني ما عندهم حاجه اسمه روح التضحيه، روح بتاع انقاذ الاخر في مأزق او تغيير الوضع اللي اهله كله قاعدين فوقه. ده زي جانا اللي بيقولوا زي في عيال تانيين انت كان شفتهم، في عيال تانيين لما نيجي يكون خلاص عائله بتاعه فقير يلا كانوا لقى فرصه وبينسى عائله بتاعه نهائي. وحاجات دي حصلت كتير في قصص كتير روايات يتكلموا عن الناس اللي بيجي في عائله يعني عيال ناس they don't even care about what happened to their family. When they get opportunity they forget them. say انا كل زول مع نفسه. And this is exactly what I see with some of our Equatorian brothers and sisters. Ali, they don't care about Equatorian issues. They look at it as something a joke, but they don't know هم ذاته اللي بيقولون ال prodigal sons الأطفال الضايعين ديل. لأنه at the end هم هي lose themselves, and then the land is gonna be taken from us and nobody else gonna go back there. وهم هنا بيموتوا زي بس زي بدون مؤاخذة كلاب ما عندهم أي كلاب بدون هنا يعني كلاب في الشوارع. إذا لما كلب بيموت في شارع يعني this is how it's gonna happen because he has no home. So go ahead لو انت فهمت مسك او تراجع تاني. I can go because then I spoke a lot about stuff.
Thank you very much.
For almost 49 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean if you wanted to add something whatever go ahead. Yeah.
Excuse me.
And brother Shaul, I send you the link and I send the link down here to anyone who want to come in. You just go ahead and I appreciate you guys, and yeah. And I thank for those who are supporting us and listening to our word. Go ahead, CJ.
Another charger. Yeah, thank you, brother Atika, for a wonderful speech that you have given, presentations and all that. I'm really glad, to hear that. First of all, let me start with saying hello to your audience and all our Equatorian fellow countrymen and women, wherever they are in the world around us. So I would like to thank also all the participants who have just joined us at this moment. It is a historical moment, whether we like it or not. This is how, we should stand. We should always encourage each other, giving each other words and lifting each other up, particularly these critical situations where we've been experienced and our country have been going through. Now, it is indeed ridiculous to see some people, opportunists, just springing up to go and take some individual initiative and then start building it for themselves, while instead of encouraging it and follow the one who have brought the ideas and all that, because it's very important. Yeah, we need to come together. This shows that, we're in this array. The way how it goes, it shows we are in this array, and the way how Equatoria seems to be handling its case and presenting it to the world. This is not the, this is not the kind of morale and stance that you should follow at all, because the best of us would always, when they are called, when there is a call, whoever calls, not necessarily, could it be a small boy, a young, an old, educated, uneducated, all that. Whoever called, people should come up ahead, should rush to it and start building, helping out to see what does this man need, and what is his calling. So the call is clear. It is totally clear. What we are here for, of course, is all about Equatoria and the series of things that have kept on going, as we always see since the beginning of 2011. And we can go back still to 2004, when US interfered to bring to an end that horrible civil war, that longest African civil war, as people used to describe it, that end up to the loss of millions of our lives, millions of people's lives. Nobody could have expected million could have, you could tell somebody, a civil war took us 2 million or 3 million. That is shocking. It shows how ignorant you are, how primitive, if I'm not mistaken, you are. Meanwhile, during the time, we used to have some educators somewhere. It's unfortunate. How did they play it? How did they work it out? How did all these things push us to this number of lost? Nobody could ask. It's just quite simple. Oh, that's what liberation is. No, come on, that's a joke, guys. Let's come to our sense. That's a joke. Not every revolution, when you can go to a liberations, if you have to go and fight for liberations, that could take you over 2 million or 3 million people, then that's a lost case. That's a lost case. And you will be accounted for, whoever you are. Whether you are silent, whether you speak once or not. Because as we have seen, there are a number of countries that managed to do it successfully. Most of all, the country that I'm proud of today, such as South Africa today. As you can see, South Africa. I understand, there's a number of people who died also, but yet, there would have been more bloods. It wouldn't have been for Mandela, who helped out to settle the issue in a way that nobody would have expected. He did it successfully. Though he didn't complete the job, but he left it to his generations to carry on with it. Yet when it comes to us today in Sudan, in South Sudan, which is Equatoria, of course, I'm always proud to call South Sudan. That is not South Sudan, it's Equatoria. Basically, based on the history, Equatoria start, we got annexed to what is Sudan today in 1889, when British colonials and the French start fighting over Equatoria land. Whether or not French has to take it, well, it would have been taken by British. It's almost a fight. But imagine, how wise are those people by the time? How lovely to each other are they as Europeans? How proud are they? How clever are they in thinking? And instead of the French troops who have just came to Fashoda by then, and the British fighting each other, comes Kitchener, General Kitchener, who came and put a uniform, an Egyptian's uniform. When they get to the area, walk on to that leader, to the French leader, Marshal. You walk to him in an Egyptian uniform. So suddenly when he get there, of course, the guy knows French. So he got to interact with the gentleman. He interact with him and calm him down, though the guy was mad, when he saw this British there, when French has already been in Fashoda at the earlier times. So the guy got mad. Yet, the good news is Kitchener linguistically, he knows French. Then he started talking with the guy. Both sides were mad. He cooled him down. The guy was ready to fight. He says, well, we can die. But later on, French and Britain will get into a problem and conflicts. So he cooled them down. The guy went, they talked smoothly. He persuaded him, and then they decide to take the case to their respective homes, which is Britain and England. So the two prime ministers, they communicate, and then they settle the issue in a peaceful manner. No blood at all, other than, in the area, there was a control of those Dinkas brothers who are now causing us a lot of trouble and issues. They were just being seized, of course, in the area, because they have discovered them as a troublemaker, most probably. Then they control them. So that is the kind of things that, we need to look at as Equatorians, as thousands, what's so-called thousands to Southern Sudan today. That is the way how we should look at it. It's unfortunate. We don't want more bloods. We need to use our common sense, our intelligence, whether we are mature enough to control ourselves, to bring everything to a table. And this will not work out unless we come together, not based on jealousy, leaving jealousy aside, leaving all this kind of madness and pride. So Anna Fulan, Anna, that's, just leave it aside. You should leave all these things aside. Like I said, if somebody was too scared, went to the street and just started scaring, bringing up shouts, shouting loudly, please help, help. People should come to his aid, irrespective of who he is. You shouldn't have questioned about who that guy is. Since even as a neighbor, Christianity have even called us to respect our neighbor. So how about your brother? Is that the way how we have to do it to each other? That is totally irrelevant. It's unacceptable. So this can take me back to our people, the Equatorians, and the friend of Equatorians, wherever they are. We know we do have friends, people who sympathize with our case, people who stand to our sides in what is ongoing to this day in that country of ours. It is horrible. It is sad, guys. We need to come together, stand as people, as one people, not as different individuals. Sorry, experiencing some problems with my charge or it okay. Somehow, yeah, that is exactly what we need to, we need to be together with each other in every step of the way. As for now, definitely, as we have raised it up, a clear point. Now it's almost 15 years when we did nothing as Equatorians. It seems to have did nothing as Equatorians rather than being followers. Until when? We need to wake up. We need to stand firm and look forward toward what's so-called Equatoria, the land of Equatoria. Land is something purchased than everything. Without land, there's no gold, whether you have it or not. Without land, there's no food. There is no dignity. There is no anything in the world. The reason why land should be ahead of every one of us. When we hear the word land, we should rush to it by all means possible. Nobody should play any games of selling his lands. Whoever sells his land should be convicted, should be accused, should be taken, should be held accountable. Land is precious. It's very, very valuable, something valuable. As educators today, all right, for us who are lucky to go to educations, universities, and all that, this is the time, gentlemen. This is the time that we have to wake up, stand for ourselves, for our rights, particularly in such kind of regimes that is ongoing, that kept on reinstated day after the other, irrespective of their mistakes, the fall they get us into. Yet we seem to be silent as Equatorians, following others, following titles. No, we're not a title. We are a people. People should have a word. People are the ones who create the leaders. People are the ones who create what's so-called nations, government, constitutions, all that. It is the people, it's not an individual. So looking to an individual, or for an individual to come up and say, Anna with Fulan, or I am Kaza, that is all nonsense. That is unacceptable. That is not particularly in our modern lives, in this modern life we're living in. This is a country where everyone has to respect the people and by the people. As you have seen the latest events that is in the US, look how people have stands. How wise are the US people in the US? Well, I wouldn't have imagined. Should this be in Africa, definitely would have been a war by now. We would have been in a war. Nobody knows where we would have been gone. But thank God, there are good educators. There are those people who have used their minds, who are calm, people like Biden's, Democrats and Republican as well, side by side, they stand. So are we today in a peacefully looking to every step, every activities that's going on in the country. That is how things are going. So imagine, still as Africans, if we were to calculate and evaluate today, how many of us are educators in Africa, leave alone South Sudan? If you can have 2 to 3 educators within your family members, that would have been enough to let you settle any problems in a peaceful manner, not in a war, not in jealousy, in a bad characteristics that, you have to say, oh, come on, shut up, you're small, or you guys, who are you? And no, everybody, in a reasonable way, in a logical way, we would have sit down. Africa have many educators, yet there seems to be like what? It says, look, Lucas, one of the philosophers, went on to say that, education is like, some areas of educations give you a hint that, it's like you become a follower. Whatever you learn, then you just go for it blindly. No, it is not. Education should be been beyond that. When you say you are an educator, then you use your mind. You have a brain bigger than whoever taught you. You have a brain. You can think more wiser than him even. It is unlike the systems. For instance, the American system of educations compared to the British systems. And the British system that we inherited in Sudan, I could remember, when you get to compositions, which is, as I say today, you need to ask the students not to follow what's in the books, but write what he has in his mind. Give on his words, on the way he will express himself. So that's the kind of education I'm proud of. That is why if you go to school, my friends, don't be a follower as well. Whatever you are given in the educations, that you don't have to be a follower. You need to be more brighter than that. You need to think more wiser. It's unlike followers. When you began to follow, that's when people began to fall down. That's when country began to shut it. And it's indeed, that is how we are thinking. Now the African began to think that, okay, science is only the Europeans who know science. I had to go to Europe so as to understand from them. No, you can do better than the Europeans. We have the Egyptians, the Pharaoh himself in the earlier days, you could remember. It is you, Africans, who changed the world. It is you who knows in more many things, in mathematics, in science, in everything. Yet today we have put ourselves down. So we as people of South Sudan, as Equatorian particularly, as I've said, we need to think more bigger than looking at the things from the angle of what? The white man's or any thought, any education that you have gone through, whether it be Europe or anywhere else. You need to think wise. How should we resolve our problems? How should we bring an end to this issue? As for Equatoria, the only way is, of course, to get out in a peaceful manner. And we will do it by God's will if you all come together. That's why we're urging every one of you guys to join us. Join us in the state of beating around the bush. Start start building the case in a way that is unacceptable. Trying to pretend I am who I am. No. It is simple. The call is clear. We've been calling some days ago, let's say months, since the last Labor Day, we've been calling for the people clearly, widely and clear, the entire world, wherever Equatorians are, that our only way is to get aside because it has become too much for us. The situations may end up to, we don't want our situations to end up to millions of our lives. No. We have to bring it to an end as soon as possible. We can do it. So that's why I urge every one of us to come together. Come together. Let's exchange ideas, opinions. On that basis, criticize ourselves. Understand what we mean by saying, separations is the only way out. We need to enlighten our people, those who are not lucky, those who are now being deprived of their rights to go to educations, the children who are now on the streets of Juba and everywhere in South Sudan, those who are in the bush, or people who are in the refugee camps and all that. That is our main goal. Those are the people we should work toward their rescue and rescue of each other. I understand we in the Europe, probably are more luckier than those people who are down there. But believe me or not, some of us might have been crying sometimes back, when they were in the Middle East and Africans and all that, even in Egypt itself, where this president says today going there. We could remember that, we're having some people in the United Nations, some families whom we have heard about them. How did Egypt mistreat them? Today, there's no accountability. There is a silence with those Dinka regimes. They just silently keeping on pushing. Oh, come on. We're good friends. We're all this. No, come on. That is all nonsense, my dear. We need to speak the truth. Egyptians' move towards South Sudan has a clear goal. Every one of us should understand it. And I believe everyone understands it. Yet, we seem to be coward to speak out. Why? That's the questions that each and every one of us should ask himself. It was Egypt who decided to declare. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, my battery's off. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
You say what? Go ahead. Hello? Hello? I think he got interrupted or something. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm trying to say here, I thank you for your message. And I saw one of our brothers was in, and then suddenly he got interrupted too. But if you're there, just come in, and we will talk more. But as we hear, my brothers and sisters of Victoria, and my brother and sister of Victoria, I think he got interrupted. His phone. I mean, what's his name? CJ. He got to come back if he got a chance. And also brother, I think Shao, he was there. So yeah, so as we speak قاعد نتكلم في موضوع خاص جدا. فهي إنه إحنا بقينا لقينا في a lot of these ناس المذبذبين, opportunists and players who think they know better than others, and yet they never even participate in anything that really brings salvation to Equatoria. Today we see the difficulties واضح جدا زي ما قلت لكم. الموضوع بقى ما موضوع هي كلام, موضوع هي action. Today our group is doing their best. احنا قاعدين نعمل مجهودنا. وإنشاءالله by the beginning of this year there will be a lot of differences gonna happen. وأنا عاوزين Equatoria يكون part of this big evolution and change this country. Evolution اللي will make Equatoria become the most greatest nation even better than before. Some people see it's impossible because هم عندهم رؤية. They don't see it because هم عايشين الأوهام وخوف وجبن وحاجات كتيرة اللي ما عنده أي فايدة. لكن Equatoria is not small. Equatoria كان عنده تاريخ. Equatoria تصدى ضد بريطانيا, ضد جرماني, ضد فرنسيين, ضد اسمه شنو ده, أتراك, حتى ضد بقايا العرب اللي في الشمال. So Equatoria is not something that known. Even Equatoria هو مؤسس حركات ثورية في جنوب السودان. اليوم بقى يطنش استوائيين as if احنا ما موجودين. اليوم بقينا نلقى الجهل قد يقود البلد. الجاهل والopportunist أو الانتهازي بقى يقود البلد للدمار. ولسه عندهم الجراءة كمان ده نيجي يتفلسفوا في وسطنا ويتفلهموا كأنه هم بيعرفوا الحق. لكن الحق ما في فوق, ما حتى ذاته في وجودهم في كيانهم ذاته ما في. لأنه ده ناس أصلا باعوا نفوسهم, ولا زي ما بقول في قصة واحد اللي قال he sold his soul to the devil. ديل باعوا أرواحهم ولا أنفسهم لحاجة اسمه يقولوا شنو الشيطان الكبير, لأنه ما عندهم إحساس بالوطنية ولا إحساس بأخوانهم التعبانين. as long as عندهم سرير كويس وعندهم أكل كويس وعندهم مكان مرتاحين فوقه, they don't care about others. هما بيجوا بس بدوكم باقي فضلات بتاعهم, يلا قالوا قاعدين نساعد. فضلاتهم اللي قاعدين يدوكم له هو أوهامهم الفكرية اللي هم بيقولوا قالوا بيعرفوا الوضع الجنوب شنو قاعد يمر فوقه وهم حاسين بالألم. لكن وين حس بتاعهم في الألم؟ ما في, غير نفاق وكذب وأوهام. ولسه عندهم الجراءة كمان بيتكلموا. So You know, this is what we are facing, brothers and sisters. ده الواقع قاعدين نواجهه. And we gotta speak, regardless هم دايرين ولا ما دايرين. We gotta speak and we're gonna continue speaking. المهم كنتوا لقيتوا فرصة share the video. I don't know if CJ will be able to come back or brother Shaul, because if anyone is not coming back, I might have to kind of like end the video in a minute. Because trying to get people who coming in, if they want to come in, it'll be possible, even if just to give a little bit message للناس اللي هناك في البلد. ناس اللي خلاص gave up. في ناس خلاص أملهم اتحطمت. You know, اتحطم نهائي. يعني ديل بيقوا ما عندهم القوة ذاته عشان يجي يتكلموا عن حقهم. هم شافوا إنه ما في زول بقى يتكلموا. هم كانوا متوقعين السلام بيحل المشكلة. هم متوقعين لما يكونوا دولة بيحل المشكلة. لكن هم اتغشوا كل وقت. غشونا في وقت independent تاع جنوب السودان، وغشونا في وقت شكلة تاع نوير دينكا، وغشونا في وقت revitalize peace agreement again، وغشونا حتى في اتفاقيات اللي لسه قاعد يعملوها لسه بدون أي أمل. يلا قالوا في النهاية نتكلموا عن جذور، والجذور ده معروف كلهم هم جذور المشكلة، إن كان في الخارج ولا الداخل، لأنه هم السبب الأساسي اللي خلونا نضيع. إحنا ما قاعد نتكلم ده ككراهية، قاعد نتكلم ده كحقيقة. إحنا كاستوائيين إحنا اللي خسرانين خسارة كبير جدا، وما هنلقى فرصة للتقدم لو إحنا قاعد نجامل الدبيب اللي بيدينا للنهاية. The snake is killing us, the snake is choking us, and the snake is gonna swallow us to no existence. That's what exactly is going on. فزي ما انتم شايفين ما في شيء جديد في وضع إيكواتوريا without Equatorian taking action, without Equatorian uniting themselves in one purpose, one goal, one idea, and not to be afraid to speak out. وزي ما شايف قلنا نقول أخواننا في المخيمات كمان تشدوا حيلكم، عملوا مظاهرات جوا المخيمات، عبروا عن رأيكم، عبروا عن مظالم انتم مارين فوقه، you know، عبروا عن ظروفكم، قولوا انتم قاعدين كيف، عبروا عن حياتكم ماشيين وين. انت شفت السوريين اليوم، the Syrian people, when the conflict happened in Syria, these Syrians, they were taken, so many of them, from those land of refugee camps من مخيمات straight to Europe. في تانيين هربوا بطريقة تركيا، they went through Turkey as an illegal immigrant. دخلوا من هناك استقبلوهم استقبال، رغم انه ما اوروبيين بيقول ما دايرين immigrants, but they were actually isolating or selecting type of immigrant اللي بيخطوهم هناك. the immigrant اللي اختاروهم كان immigrant من ذو البشر الابيض. You know, the white color. If you're not white, you're not gonna be in Europe. That's how they select them. And then they want to say that the Syrian, they got more conflict than South Sudanese, who some of them went through Libya, South Sudanese who went through Turkey, Somalians, Ethiopians or Eritreans who went through Turkey, Libya and Egypt, all these areas. شوف المجازر اللي حصل في دول ده. They kill everybody there. Those lands, they kept murdered them. In Lebanon, I know that because they have killed a lot of Sudanese, a lot of Africans. Turkey, people go there, at least that's safer, but through Libya, it was the difficult moment. A lot of black died in the sea. How many of them died? وكان قبضوهم مرات برجعوهم. حتى لما رئيس وزراء بتاع روسيا بتاع بلد اسمه شنو ده بتاع إيطاليا في وقت لما اختاروه هو زي ترامب كده، هو قالوا ما داير أي immigrant، هو make sure إنه كله black ده يرجعوهم، لأنه black هم more safe and more kinder than the Arabs. The Arabs were the one who go always. شوف تخيل سوريين شالوهم، في نهاية سوريين بقى يبام فرانس. فرنسا بقى يضربوه بقنابل. مذكرين الإرهاب اللي حصل عدة مرات فرنسا وقع في مأزق كان صعب. That was during Obama time, and then after Obama time it changed, but it's still France always facing, European always facing this difficulty. ده كله سوريين. فأنا قاعد نقول انتوا في المخيمات ما تقعدوا تتفرجوا وتقول ربنا بيساعدكم وانتوا قاعدين تشوفوا بس منظر ده. خواجة هناك جاي, yes he's coming there, but also you need to speak out. I don't want help like عشان تديني أكل. أنا عاوز help my own self by let me back home, by ending this conflict, by removing this regime. هل الكلمة ده صعب? Is this difficult for us? Remove the regime. That's what we needed to be done. And in Equatoria, we are calling for our independence because it's going to happen. And we have already wrote in our papers when they welcomed that paper, when we sent it to the Senate and to those they looked at it and they say, yeah, we understood and you have a legitimate point. You have a legitimate case. A case that we cannot live with failed, other group. And remind them understanding. They don't even give opportunity to others. They betrayed us even. Asa istiwaye muftari يقول إحنا خانونا. Instead of them lying to themselves, say إحنا جنوبين كلنا قاعدين suffer. No, we were betrayed. Because the betrayal happened, Dinka Nuer control the weapon, control the power. Equatorian tribes are not our silence. The other region, they accepted Dinka Nuer to control them. But not us. Because when we come to the fact of being in action, we take action. We don't fear, to stand up for our right. فعشان كده أنا قاعد نقول لأخواننا اللي يسمعونا, time for us to stand up. Those who are listening, you need to take action, especially in the camps, مخيمات. Because وضعكم هسه اليوم قاعد يمر صعب. وانتم ما انتم wait. You guys can speak and we are here to help you. Like we're doing our best. We communicated with some people and we have said what is going on. And we're telling to our brothers اللي في الخارج عشان يقفوا وقفة واحد. ما يقفوا على أوهام أحزاب وأوهام عمل حالهم هم مفكرين سياسيين, لأنه كان في مفكرين سياسيين ما كان البلد وقع في المصيبة ده نفس الشخصيات اللي كانوا جزء من الخراب بتاع جنوب السودان, جزء من تدمير بتاع جنوب السودان, اليوم بقى يعملوا حالهم هم سياسيين محللين مفكرين, وكلهم كانوا جزء من الجزء اللي جاب جريمة في جنوب السودان, مذابح في جنوب السودان اليوم. These are the group. Today they are playing the most sophisticated characters. خليهم يزعلوا, we don't care. The truth got to be told. I'm not here to make friends with somebody who want me to die. I want to be a friend with someone who want me to live, who want to see that I will have a future even when I'm dead. My family, my generation, the generation to come after me, our children will be benefiting from the land that we all desire to see, that we all strive to work hard for it, to build it. This is the reason why we got to stand up for it. Equatoria means a lot to us. And we're not here to just waste our time on talking. We're here to advocate for Equatorian to come up and stand. Because the challenge is coming stronger. But we need to be stronger than the challenge. And the more we see Equatorian as silent, the people, the more you are demoralizing the others. Those who are working hard for you. Those who really try to change the situation. Those who are looking forward to make a difference. Your silence must not be a behavior or your way how ده ما يكون طبيعتكم. Let it not be your nature. خلي nature بتاعك يكون more about being very much vocal, واضح في موضوعك, قضيتك معروفة في العالم. What is your problem? Your problem is your land is being taken away. Like انت قاعد تسمع قبالك اخونا CJ, ما خلي الopportunists play us, يجي يلعبوا في راسنا, يجي يعملوا حالهم هم ممثليننا, لانه هم بيعرفوا التاريخ تاع البلد, وهم ذاته قاعدين يلقوا ريسيرش تاع تاريخ تاع البلد كله ملخبط, في تاريخ تاني مكلفت, ما عنده حقائق, ما عنده وقائع حقيقي, ما عنده اساس حقيقي. Those people are messed up. So these people are messed up. They're lying to you and they're messing, and you're gonna see it, because I don't have to explain it to you. Time will tell. زي ما قلنا الوقت بيلعب دور كبير. الوقت هو أساس تاع الحقيقة. بدون وقت ما في أساس لأي شيء قدام. فالوقت هو بيلعب الدور الكبير اللي بيغير الوضع. I want to say to our brothers and sisters اللي يسمعونا, let us stand together as Equatorians with pride and honor, because Equatoria is not something to be silent for. إحنا يا القوة. But when we are silent and afraid, trust me, يعني انتوا شايفين الجهلة بقى يقودونا بطريقة فظيع جدا. بكرة الرئيس المصري جاي, انه هناك حيكون صباح في السودان, في جنوب السودان. رئيس تاع مصر الدكتاتوري اللي اسمه السيسي جاي يدخل في جنوب السودان عشان يعمل صفقات تجارية, علاقات, بعدين علاقات عسكرية. وتخيل يا استوائيين, منو جاي يقتلكم بعدين؟ ما مصريين ذاته. تقال هسه ما في سلاح جايبينه هناك, تقالين ما في قنابل جايين يجيبوه عشان يدمروه. بقى يكتورنا جايين fight for land. شباب الجايين fight for us, they're fighting with their heart, believing in Equatorial land. they're gonna lose their land. They're gonna lose their life once Egypt give them power. Because أسلحة في Egypt ما ده أسلحة أمريكية. ما already هسه Egypt قاعد يقولوا independent nation. As an independent nation وفي لها دور كبير عشان يغير الوضع. Things are gonna happen really worse. لأنه السكوت بيكون لما بتسكتوا the more is powerful for the enemy to be stronger. اليوم مصر قاعد يلعب دور. وامبارح China ذاته قدام أسلحة. China قاعد يدين من طريق دول الجيران اللي بتاع إيجاد. كله إيجاد. When we spoke about IGAD today, we see the opportunists now. Oh yeah, IGAD ذاته ما بينفع. When before they used to always embrace IGAD في أي كلام في حلقاتهم لما يتكلموا والله IGAD ده ذاته مفترض يعمل كده. IGAD عمل الموضوع ده ولكن SPLA ما كويس أو كير ما كويس. لكن في النهاية بنيجي نفهم النفاق لأنهم ذاته ما عندهم أي فكرة. هم كانوا جزء من الإدارة ده. جزء من الإدارة الغير شرعية في جنوب السودان اليوم. And they failed because they only just were yes man, yes ma'am. And when they got no opportunity, they kicked them out. Today they are running out acting like they are revolutionaries. هم ثوريين مواطنين وعندهم الحب للوطن. لكن إذا كان قلت له راح كان نمشي كده أنت برع بنفسك go down there and fight for them. Or go and do something. They will not. They just want to be there. عشان كده تلقاهم بيخنقوا حالهم بكرفتات وبدلة قاعدين يتكلموا. لكن ما في قلب عندهم من البلد. Equatorians, we are the power. And when we are the power, we need to understand that no one is above anyone. ما في زول أعلى من التاني. كلنا أخوان، كلنا القوة، كلنا أساس. تغيير البلد ده بيتغير when we all have a good and clean heart to stand up for our people. Yes, I might speak here a whole day. Few will understand what I'm saying. Majority will go against me. But time is going to make the big difference. لأنه بكرة everything will be clear. Today we're doing our best to tell the people come together before it's too late. لأنه المركب ده بدأ تيجي تكون أنت بعدين في مركب قال أنا كان نركب في مركب لكن والله ظروفي حكم علي. Tomorrow history gonna go against you. So أنت ذاته part of those corrupt and destructive character عشان إيكوتوريا ما يمشي قدام. Today Equatoria is crying. The people in the camp are crying silently with their misery and pain. وفي ناس هنا يجي lie to us telling us that إحنا ما عندنا وجود. We have to be like just follow this idea of جنوب السودان وده الطريق الوحيد. والسياسة في جنوب السودان السياسة they status quo as they begin to put it الوضع الراهن حاجات كده وهمية ما عنده أي أساس. These guys are jokes because Equatoria is not in a وضع الراهن. Equatoria is in a critical condition في أسوأ الوضع أسوأ الخطورة. أراضينا بقى يباع من أجل الثروات المعدنية الموجود في الأرض. تقال مصر جاي هناك عشان يعمل صداقة. إحنا عارفين مصر قاعد يلوك at eyes خط الجيش بتاعه في جنجولي وأمين من جنجولي في مكانات على النيل وعنده أهداف يعمل زراعة وحاجات دي كله عنده أهداف معين. لكن تخيلوا اللي هو جاي يعمل فوقه مع إيكواتوريا. already now think that's إذا حكومة جين كونسل as هم يوم ماسكين البلد ده. These guys are planning bigger picture for what Equatoria will be under their authority. And yet people are silent. Some people are silent. If you don't want to be silent, then like CJ said, join us. Those who speak and act. ما ناس اللي بيتكلم ساكت. Those who speak and act. There is something we're working on. And we're working for our people. And you want to be part of history, inshallah. فأنا ما بكتر المهم. I think nobody want to come in, so I'll give this opportunity to say thank you. Anyway, I've been spoke for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I think CJ spoke and then his phone cut off. Maybe his battery died or something. I don't know. Or maybe he got another call. And then there was Brother Shaul. I don't know if you're there, Shaul, but you tried to get in. And then something happened. But it's okay though. But just want you to know, guys, I love you all, my Equatorian brothers and sisters. And keep going ahead and be strong. And I hope one day you to understand what I'm saying. For those who don't yet understand what I'm saying, they will find the time. Time will explain everything. فأنا بشكركم وربنا يكون معكم. I don't think I have much to say because I can sit here and speak all day and night. And the rest is on you guys. If you know what is right, you need to do the right thing for your brothers back home. اللي في مخيمات واللي تحت شجرة واللي قاعدين يموتوا في حرب ده because they're fighting to defend the land. وبكرة هنشوف المخططات العربية جايين يعملوا شنو مصريين. وإن شاء الله, we will overcome this thing when people are awake and aware of what is their right and what is their justice. ربنا يكون معكم, and I think I'll leave it up to here now.
I'm sending a raven, blackbird in the sky, sending a signal that I'm here, some sign of life. I'm sending a message, feathers and bone. Just let me know I'm not forgotten, not here alone. The air is cold, the night is long. I feel like I might fade into the dawn, fade until I'm gone. I'm so far from home, so far from home. Now where I belong, now where I belong. I'm so far from home, so far from home. I'm sending a raven, blood on its wings, hoping it reaches you in time. You know what it means. It's out here in the darkness and out of the light. If you get to me too late, just know that I tried. I'm so far from home, so far from home. Not where I belong, not where I belong. I'm so far from home, so far from home. So far. The air is cold, the night is long. I feel like I'm fade into the dawn, fade into the dawn. I'm so far from home, so far from home. Not where I belong, not where I belong. I'm so far from home, so far from home. Not where I belong, not where I belong. So far from home. Not where I belong. I'm so far from home.
Thank you again for everybody who was following us and watching us. Say God bless. I'll talk to you later when next time. Hopefully next time I'll be speaking English fluently. This time I spoke Arabic and English, mixing it up a little bit. But next time I'll speak in English. So I'll say thank you. God bless you, my Equatorian brothers and sisters, those who are following and watching. Until next time. Alright guys, bye.